Govindadev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Lalita Devi Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki jai. Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Om Vishnupad Shri Sachidananda Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Om Vishnupad Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat ki jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Sudhir Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Bhakti Vimala Vidut Maharaj ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Acharya Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Om Vishnupad Vishwavarenya Shilesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Shri Kartik Vrata Niyam Seva Ujjvarata ki jai. Divya Shakti Devi ki jai. All the assembled devotees ki jai. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Tulasi Maharani ki jai. Ganga Jamuna Ji ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Everybody ki jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Gaur Premanande. So we are observing the holy month of Kartik. Every year this takes place during the October, November months. We follow the lunar calendar, so it's not exactly the same day on the solar calendar. So we started 2 days ago on the 7th, on the full moon, Purnima, and now we're on our 3rd day. And we have Divya Shakti Didi here visiting us from the United States. And today's Thursday morning live stream and the Hari-katha podcast is going to be a special edition with her. So stay tuned. And any volunteers you want to start with Nadia Nagari? We're singing just the morning Kartik songs. We have special songs we sing in the morning and special songs in the evening. So we'll just do that today. So we'll start with Nadia Nagari Nitai Niche Niche Gaire. All the names of Mahaprabhu, sung by Bhakti Vinod Thakur.
Transcendental tongue twister for me. Nadia Nagare Nite Neche Neche Gaire.
Nadia Nagare Nitai Niche Niche Gaire.
Jagannatha Sutta Mahaprabhu Vishwambara.
Jagannatha Sutta Mahaprabhu Vishwambara.
Mayapura Shashina Bhatvipa Sudakara.
Mayapura Shashina Bhatvipa Sudakara.
Sachi Sutta Gaura Hari Nimai Sundara.
Sachi Sutta Gaura Hari Nimai Sundara.
Tarara Baba Kanti Achadita Natavara. Tarara Baba Kanti Achadita Natavara. Namananda Chapala Malaka Matrabhata. Namananda Chapala Malaka Matrabhata. Brahmananda Badana Taki Kutuka Rakta. Brahmananda Badana Taki Kutuka Rakta. Yagati Upuda Chora Dwayare Mohana. Yagati Upuda Chora Dwayare Mohana. Takika Sarvasya Gramya Balika Kridana. Takika Sarvasya Gramya Balika Kridana. Lakshmi Pati Bodhadata Urata Balaka. Lakshmi Pati Bodhadata Urata Balaka. Shri Sachira Pati Putra Shotra Vibaraka. Shri Sachira Pati Putra Shotra Vibaraka. Lakshmi Pati Purva Desha Sava Klesha Para. Lakshmi Pati Purva Desha Sava Klesha Para. Devi Jaya Dapahari Vishnu Priyash Para. Devi Jaya Dapahari Vishnu Priyash Para. Haya Rama Pala Prita Gaya Prinda Data. Haya Rama Pala Prita Gaya Prinda Data. Shishya Madhvacharya Sampradaya Pata Krishna Namo Matta Krishna Tattvadya Paka Nama Sankirtana Yuga Nama Pravataka Advaita Bandhava Srinivasa Grihado Nityananda Pranagada Nerera Jivan Antadvipa Sada Sada Simantabi Joy Gaudruma Bihari Majadvipa Lila Joy Kola Dvipa Bhatiruja Dvipa Maheshvara Janumoda Druma Rudra Dvipera Ishvara Navakanda Raganatha Jana Vijivana Jagai Madayani Bhati Tatarana Nagara Kirtana Simha Kaji Udarana Shuranama Pracharakta Bhaktati Harana Narayani Kripa Sindhu Jivera Niyanta Adama Padurya Dandi Bhakta Dosha Hanta Shri Krishna Chaitanya Chandra Bharati Tarana Paribraja Shri Ramani Yukkala Pavana Ambulinga Bhuvanesha Gopetesha Pati Ashira Chora Gopala Dashana Sukhi Jati Edani Sannyasa Sarva Bhuma Kripa Swananda Aspada Nandi Sarva Shukha Shoy Purata Sundara Vasudeva Chanakarta Ramananda Sakabata Kula Klesha Harta Bodha Jana Mayavani Kutaka Kandana Dakshina Pavana Bhakti Granta Udarana Alala Dashana Nandi Ratha Granataka Gajapati Trana Deva Nanda Uharaka Oliya Prakasha Dista Pudayara Trana Vasana Tanna Bandhu Sava Jiva Prana Vrindavana Nana Murti Balavadra Saki Javana Udari Bata Bala Bera Rangi Shivasi Sanyasi Udari Prema Data Makata Varagi Dandi Echa Dalla Trata Bhaktira Gora Vakari Bhakta Pranadana Haridasa Raghunatha Swarupa Jivana Anadare Nagare Nite Neche Neche Gaire Bhakati Vinoda Tara Pura Ranga Pare Jaya Gouda Hari Gouda Hari Gouda Hari Jaya Gouda Hari Jaya Gouda Hari Gouda Hari Gouda Hari Jaya Gouda Hari
Lakshana Didi next. Next one is also a song composed by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur about the names of Krishna. Nagare Nagare Gora Ghai. And that first line is from village to village, Lord Gaur Mahaprabhu sings these names of Krishna. is the Dhammadarashtakam. And in the English book, page 272, this it's a beautiful song, a conversation. They're discussing the beauty of Lord Damodar. It's a name of Krishna that describes how his mother is binding him with ropes out of her love of affection. He's very naughty, stealing butter, feeding the monkeys, not just stealing his own butter from his own house, but from the neighbor's house, and stealing butter, feeding the monkeys, and spilling it all over the place, and causing a lot of stir. And Mother Jashoda is very angry and showing anger, and I just want to pull up one thing here that yes, this song, the Dhammadarashtakam, was spoken by Satyavrat Muni to Narada Muni and Sonaka Rishi. And you'll find this song in the Padma Puran. The Puranas are very ancient. Purana means very old. And so they're discussing the beauty of Krishna when he's being naughty and upsetting his mother, and he's running out of fear. The Supreme Person having his pleasure pastimes of stealing and upsetting his mother, and she's trying to bind him with ropes. And she can never get enough rope. She keeps adding rope, and it's never enough by his Yogamaya tricks. And she's sweating and trying to find more rope. And this way, just showing how much unlimited love she has for him and is bound by love and affection. Namam Ishwaram Sachidananda Rupam Lashat Kundalam Gokule Prajamanam.
Namam Ishwaram Sachidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Prajamanam
Yashoda Piyaluka Lata Pamana
Yashoda Piyaluka Lata Pamana
Aramistamnatyam Tata Jujakobhya
Aramistamnatyam Tata Jujakobhya
Rudantam Muhur Nitra Jukmanvijantam Karam Bhoja Jukmena Satakanitram
Rudantam Muhur Nitra Jukmanvijantam Karam Bhoja Jukmena Satakanitram
Muhushasakampa Tirikanta Kanta
Muhushasakampa Tirikanta Kanta
Sitagraiva Damodaram Bhaktipada
Sitagraiva Damodaram Bhaktipada
Iti Drikspalila Bhirananda Kunde Shagosham Nimajantam Akyapayantam
Ananda Kunde Swagosham Nimajantam Akyapayantam
Hadiyeshita Jeshu Bhaktir Chitatam Puna Premastastam Sataviti Vande Param Deva Moksham Na Mokshavari mukam varisharati.
Radhira mokshava mokshava gachaya
Idante va purnata gopala pala. Sadame manasya virastam timanya. Idante mukam bujam avyakta nila. Ritam kundaila sniktara chacha gopya. Vuhushtumbitam bimbarakataram he. Manasya virastam alam lakshalabhya. Namo Devo Damodarananta Vishnu Prashida Prabho Dukha Jalapimagna.
Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Prashida Prabho Dukha Jalapimagna.
Kripa Dristi Vrisyati Dinam Bhattano.
Kripa Dristi Vrisyati Dinam Bhattano.
Ihe Nishamam Bhagyam Nidyaksi Trishya. Uveratma Chopadam Ujjayavayata Tayamochito Bhakti Vajakritocha. Tata Prema Bhakti Sakame Payacha. Namokshe Grahom Hesti Damodareha. Namaste Sudamne Suradipidamne Karyodarayata Vishvashatamne.
Namaste Sudamne Suradipidamne Karyodarayata Vishvashatamne.
Namo Radhikaya Tatiya Priyaya.
Namo Radhikaya Tatiya Priyaya.
Namo Radhikaya Tatiya Priyaya.
Namo Radhikaya Tatiya Priyaya.
Namo Nanta Lilaya Devaya Tuvyam.
Namo Nanta Lilaya Devaya Tuvyam.
Namam Ishvaram Sachidananda Rupam Rashat Kundalam Gokule Gajamana.
Namam Ishvaram Sachidananda Rupam Rasat Kundalam Gokule Gajamana.
Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Damodara Radha Damodara.
Radha Damodara Radha Damodara
Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Damodara Radha To the Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge, and bliss, whose shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who's beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokul, who, due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter, and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Jashoda, but who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed. To that Supreme Lord Sri Damodar, I offer my humble obeisances.
Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, He is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his 2 lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord, Sri Damodar, whose belly is bound not with ropes, but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances.
By such childhood pastimes as this, he's drowning the inhabitants of Gokul in pools of ecstasy, and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodar hundreds and hundreds of times.
O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the 9 processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Bala Gopal in Vrindavan may ever be manifest in my heart. For what is the use to me of any other boon besides this?
O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Jashoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me.
O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you, O Damodar, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me. By showering your glance of mercy upon me, deliver this poor ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of worldly sorrows, and become visible to my eyes.
O Lord Damodar, just as the 2 sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Nalakishwar, were delivered from the curse of Narad and made into great devotees by you in your form as a baby tied with rope to a wooden grinding mortar, in the same way, please give me your own prema bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any other kind of liberation.
O Lord Damodar, I first offer my obeisances to the brilliantly effulgent rope which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord who displays unlimited pastimes. Jai Damodar.
Jai, Jai. Satyavrat Muni. Ki Jai.
Jai.
Ashapurna, can you sing Hideva Bhavantam Bande? Okay, please do. Okay. 242 in the English book. Hideva Bhavantam Bande Man Samharu Karamarpaya Nija Pada Pankaja Makarande. Deva Bhavantam Bande Deva Bhavantam Bande
Tavajuta Tarati Kripa Bhutaviche Idami Chami Nishama Tavajuta Tarati Kripa Bhutaviche Hey Deva Bhavantam Bande Yadapi Madhava Natmai Mama Tilamatri Bhakti Yadapi Madhava Natmai Mama Tilamatri Parameshwarata Yadapi Tavadika Yadati Gatana Vigatri Parameshwarata Yadapi Tavadika Yadati Gatana Vigatri Deva Bhavantam Bande Deva Bhavantam Bande Ayama Vilala Tavya Sanatana Kalita Bhuta Rasabara Ayama Vilala Tavya Sanatana Kalita Bhuta Rasabara Nivasatu Nichame Marita Nindini Vida Madhurima Sara Nivasatu Nichame Marita Nindini Vida Madhurima Sara Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande Deva Bhavantam Bande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande.
O Lord, I offer my respectful obeisances to you. May you place the bumblebee of my mind in the honey of your lotus feet.
Although Brahma in his samadhi cannot obtain a glimpse of even a ray of the tips of the nails of your feet, still, O Achyuta, having heard of the waves of your astonishing mercy, I yearn to see you.
O Madhava, although I have not even a sesame seed of devotion for you, your supreme power can make even the impossible become possible.
O eternal Lord, may the bumblebee of my mind, finding there the most wonderful sweetness, eternally stay in the honey of your lotus feet, which rebuke the sweetest nectar.
Jai, Srila Rupa Goswami ki Jai.
Jai.
This is a Sanskrit song, not an easy one.
No, it's not.
Sanskrit, we usually sing in Bengali, but this is Rupa Goswami's Sanskrit composition that we sing every morning during the month of Kartik.
Jai.
So, Radhika Stava 241, this page before. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite
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 Gokula Taruni Mandala Maite
Gokula Taruni Mandala Maite
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite
Amodara Rati Vatana Veshe
Radharati Vajana Veshe
Damodara Rati Vatana Veshe
Damodara-rati Vajana Veshe
Hari Nishkita Vrindati Dineshe shashi leke
Vishamanandari Nava Shashi Leke
Lalita Shaki Gunaramita Vishate
Lalita Saki Gunaramita Vishate
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Jaite
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Jaite
Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite
Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite
Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite
Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite
Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite Shanaka Shanatana Varnita Charite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Jaite Gokula Taruni Mandala Maite Gokula Taruni Mandala Maite Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Maha Mantra Ashapurna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhattavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Shri Guru Gauranga Radha Govinda Sundar Giridhari Ju Ki Jai. Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Kartik Vrata Niyam Seva Udra Vrata Ki Jai. Jai Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Jai Gurudev Ki Jai. Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande. So we are here on the third day of the holy month of Kartik with Divya Shakti Didi. And she's gracing us with an extended visit. And she just doesn't want to leave us. There's a festival going on in Meirim, but her heart is drawn here. And so every day, maybe she'll go, maybe not, but here she is still. And we're so happy about that. We are not tying her up like Mother Jashoda. She's free to come and go, but we're so happy to have her here with us. And so yes, this is the holy month of Kartik. It's also known as the month of Damodar. It's the month of Radharani. We have special observance for one whole month. It's the last month of Chaturmasya, 4 months of the rainy season that are very holy, that the sadhus are observing and usually staying in one place and intensifying their devotional practice and taking some austerity and just really diving deep, simplifying their bodily needs and sometimes going to some extremes, like Saraswati Thakur would eat off the bare floor, not even a plate, not even using a plate, just they'd wash the floor, sterilize the floor, and your prasadam would be served on the floor, and no cutting hair, just everyone's beards would grow very long, hair would grow, and less sleep, less any kind of enjoyment would be minimized to the extreme, and just a time to increase our service and practice and sacrifice for the satisfaction of Srimati Radharani and Lord Damodar. And Divya Shakti Didi, my god sister, who's my senior god sister, she took initiation from Srila Gurudev long before me, has been observing these holy months for so many years, so many decades, going on 4 decades now. And tell us something about Kartik, this holy month. What do you love most about it, and something you want to share about this month?
Well, it brings to my attention the increase of service. And that was mainly what was actually pointed out to me during this time, to increase our japa, to increase our rounds. Many devotees would chant 25 rounds every day during the month of Kartik, and increase their service, their reading, their chanting, and this stands out to me a lot because we always try to chant a little bit more during this holy month. And also to be very careful. Actually, we are supposed to chant the Shikshastakam every evening during this month, and we've been doing that. And it brings to mind to be very tolerant, humble, and give honor to others. And this is what Gurudev always pointed out to us. He said, so many years I have been telling you this, and still you cannot do. To be humble, tolerant, and give honor to others. So to really meditate on these instructions of Gurudev is a really important thing. So I would stress that to all of us. And to just try to increase your service, whatever you're doing. Whether you're in the kitchen or whatever you're doing, be conscious of this holy place, this Gupta Govardhan, and always try to be a well-wisher of everyone, because you would want that for yourself. Anyway, I don't have so much to say, but we all know that this holy month of Kartik is a representative of Srimati Radharani, and to try to get a drop, a speck of her devotion. They say Sankirtan is in the mood of Srimati Radharani. So to try to distribute and spread the glories of the Lord in this month is very, very important. And it's very nice to share the, whatever you know about the pastimes of, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's in the mood of Sankirtan, so that's like canvassing others to bring them to the Lord's lotus feet. So I think this is very important to preach during this time, and to go out and to distribute literature and to preach about the process for God consciousness in this age, the Yuga Dharma. So that's what comes to my mind about distributing this mercy during this month. It's a very important thing to try to get into the proper mood of distribution. That's what comes to me. Yeah, distribution.
You know how Srila Sridhar Maharaj mentioned that on Lalita Saptami, Lalita Devi's appearance day, she'd go out into the streets of Vrindavan and canvass for the service of Radharani, and sign up servitors. Who wants the service of Srimati Radharani? To sign your name, we'll enlist you, going like magnanimously out into the streets and just recruiting servitors. And how merciful is that?
Yeah.
So even these eternal associates of the Lord are canvassing and preaching and recruiting.
Yeah, we always try to be a well-wisher, and we always try to want nothing for ourselves, but to utilize everything for His pleasure, have that in the foremost, in the background of our heart and in our mind, that we want everything to be for Him. So, it's always hard for me, but to remember that during this time is very wonderful. And whatever little advancement that we make in this month, however we can surrender our hearts in this month, it's actually multiplied so many times. And whatever little offense or whatever little offenses that we make is also multiplied. So we must be very careful, but at the same time we know the Lord is very merciful, and we're always trying, and we always slip up, but to always try to be humble, tolerant, and give honor to others, and to just try to push on in our spiritual life the best way we can. Yeah.
I have one memory with Divya Shakti Didi during the month of Kartik in Vrindavan. We were with our spiritual master, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj, and it was during the installation of the deities in Vrindavan. Shri Guru Gauranga, Gandharva or Gandharvika, Rasa Bihari. The little ones are Radha Rasa Bihari, and the big deities are Gandharva Rasa Bihari. And one of the many services Divya Shakti would do for Shri Guru and Gauranga, for the divine mission of Srila Gurudev and Param Guru Maharaj, the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat, was to provide beautiful hair for our deities. And this was, she came for the installation festival of our deities, and she brought a beautiful wig for Srimati Radharani and Krishna and Mahaprabhu. But Radharani's wig was extraordinary. It was just this luxurious, beautiful, long, wavy, curly, shiny hair. And it was so beautiful. Gurudev told the pujari to leave her head uncovered and all her hair loose, which is very unorthodox, especially in that part of India, in Vrindavan, in northern India. Like the married women will have their heads completely covered. You cannot see their hair. And all the deities are also there honoring Radharani in her pastimes as a married woman and not showing the hair. Hair is like a very private thing that only the husband would appreciate or see. But so it was a little bit scandalous that Gurudev wanted her hair down and fully showing during this, at least this first day of installation. And it was on Kartik Purnima, which is the final day of Kartik. They were installed. It's like the grand finale of Kartik month and all the 4 months of Chaturmasya. And Gurudev chose to install the deities on that day. So you can see pictures on scsmat.com of Srimati Radharani with her hair, Gandharva, with her hair down. And this attracted all the Brajabasis, all the temples. Everyone was saying, you gotta go to the Chaitanya Saraswat Modern Mission and see Radharani. And they're all whispering to each other. And everyone, the whole town was coming to see these deities on their installation day. But because of Radharani's hair, that was provided by the service of Divya Shakti Didi. So this was an incredible memory. And our Gurudev was, he knew the rules and the regulations, but he broke the rules on this day because of beauty.
Beauty is a controlling factor, isn't it?
Beauty controls the world.
Yeah.
And no one's more beautiful than Srimati Radharani. So that memory came to my mind this morning, thinking that was your service performed, rendered for our deities in Vrindavan. And here also our deities, their hair was provided by Divya Shakti Didi. She knows how to find these beautiful wigs online. It used to not be online. You used to go to a specific store in San Francisco, right?
Exactly, yeah. So now it's after the pandemic.
Everything went
closed down.
online.
Now you have to go online, yeah. So, but yeah, that was a beautiful memory. What else?
Yeah, many times we were in Vrindavan with our beloved spiritual master, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj during this month. It's a very festive time in Vrindavan and Govardhan. Many festivals coming up. Govardhan Puja, where we have our temple. We have 2 temples in Govardhan and in Vrindavan. And originally Gurudev felt we should stay only in Govardhan at the lotus feet of Giriraj, where it is more safe, where Giriraj is very merciful and he's sheltering us. And he also chose a location that's a little off the beaten trail, that's very private, very reclusive spot in Govardhan, and felt like, let us stay here at the shelter of Giriraj and in a divine vision, Srila Gurudev said, we will spend our nights at the lotus feet of Giriraj, Govardhan, in the shelter of Giriraj, who's so merciful, and where there's less chance of making offense. And then in the morning, we shall all bathe and go to Kusham Sarovar and pick the flowers for Radha and Krishna's service. Then go to Radha Kund for the service of Radha and Govinda in their pleasure pastimes. But that we'd come back at night and stay in the shelter of Giriraj. That was his divine vision. So first, starting out in Govardhan, and when Gurudev found this land, they were clearing the property, and they found a gigantic Govardhan Shila buried. It was excavated and brought out, and pandas came from the neighborhood and confirmed and identified, yes, this is really Govardhan Shila, very large Shila, and Gurudev named that Govardhan Shila Anu Giriraj.
Anu Giriraj, even though it's so ginormous.
Yeah, Anu means junior, and he gave that name out of humility. He didn't want to upstage the main Giriraj temple in Govardhan. He wanted to just be humble and call our Giriraj Junior, Anu Giriraj, small Giriraj, even though he's so big. There were a lot of markings of previous worship from ancient times. So that is our presiding deity in Govardhan, and Gurudev first started with a guest house for devotees, as always. First, the devotees must have some shelter, then the temple will be built.
Yeah, we stayed in that guest house together. In Bhakti Lalita, there was like 11 of us in one room, or 9 or 11, I think it was 11. We had one bathroom, and we were all in one room. We were all sleeping on the floor on mats. And I remember Bhakti Lalita reading Prapanam Jivanamritam. And she always told me she always takes shelter of that book, especially if there's some difficulty going on in her life or something. She always would read Prapanam Jivanamritam. I always remember that, so I guess
and
that
I
was
remember we took the slow train from Navadvip to Vrindavan to Mathura.
Oh my God.
We were on the Tufan Express. And that train is like 2+ days long. It's a very slow train across India. And we were in the cheap 3rd class with everybody and their uncles and chickens and cows, goats. And we were just like on this train for days.
We did so much austerity during that time, but we were all enlivened, you know. And we had to take the bucket down in the well to get water out to bathe, and pull the bucket up and take it to the room and take bath like this and go back, and you know, we all had to do that. It was really amazing. It was before the temple was built, and we all lived together. It was really amazing. But we were just, you know, we would do anything, you know, just to be with Gurudev and to be there at the temple.
And one thing, maybe you remember, Gurudev wanted to test the local brahmanas to see if they would accept prasadam from his mlecha disciples. His Western, mlecha means like who does not follow any Vedic rituals or principles or regulations. We come from very uncultured, meat-eating society where we follow nothing, no Vedic regulations. But we coming to his lotus feet and trying to become Vaishnav, and Gurudev wanted to see if they would accept prasadam from us. So he invited all the brahmanas from the local area to come take prasadam. This was before the temple. It was that same visit. And they all came happily and sat down, and big feast was prepared. Then he sent out all the Western devotees with the buckets and the spoon and serving all the brahmanas, even the ladies with their heads uncovered. And all the brahmanas happily accepted the prasadam, and they passed the test. And Gurudev was very happy. Yes, Giriraj is happy with us, giving us shelter, giving us blessings from the locals, and everything is set right and well adjusted, and we can do our service here with goodwill of everybody.
Yeah. It was good during that time because it was for preaching, and I remember in Sri Navadvip Dham, we also were allowed to serve out, not only the Westerners, but the ladies. And it was really good for preaching. So, I got to serve out prasadam to all the local people and the village people. And they were just sitting there and they would just look at us and see how we were serving out. And they just accepted everything. And it was really sweet. So we had the devotees take pictures. And I would use these pictures when I would go out for distribution and collection and show the people that we do free food distribution. And it was very powerful. It was very beautiful for people to see in the West how we go to these rural villages in India and serve out the poor people, which are very rich in spiritual life, right? And but they could see that, and so it was just Guru's grace that we're allowed to do that, So
in the big Vamanpara festival, the birthplace of Srila Gurudev, it's in Raradesh in district Burdwan, Vamanpara and Hapanya. They're 6 kilometers apart. In Gurudev's birthplace, we had a huge festival one year where Gurudev himself came and visited his school that he said he never attended, and visited his home, and his bicycle was there, and the whole village and the whole surrounding villages, they were all invited to come have lunch, prasadam. And we got to serve. We had these big swimming pools of khichdi, being like these giant vats full of khichdi and being served. And I was the water girl. I was serving water to all the village ladies, but we didn't have enough cups for everybody. So I'd go around pouring water in their mouths. The ladies and the children would all sitting in lines with their mouth open.
Oh my gosh!
And I would pour water in each mouth, every woman, every child.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh,
there was no way to have cups for that many people. There's
Not
pictures.
even clay cups. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Unbelievable. Some of the things we went through in the early days were really amazing. Same as with Srila Prabhupada, But wow. What can we say about the holy month of Kartik, though? I don't know.
Yes.
We would go for Govardhan Parikram,
Yeah.
and that was really amazing and wonderful.
Govardhan, maybe we can have a shot of our Giriraj deities. We have 2 Govardhan Shilas, and Srila Sridhar Maharaj would say about Govardhan that part of the infinite is also infinite. Part of the infinite is also infinite. So this is part, these Giriraj Shilas, these Govardhan Shilas, one little part of the entire mountain. And that entire mountain, one of the names of Govardhan given by the Braja Gopis is Haridas Varja. the best of the servants of Haridas, the best of the servants of Hari, Haridas Varja. So one piece of the mountain is equal to the whole mountain. Part of the infinite is also infinite. So during, especially this month, especially Govardhan Puja time, we've gone on circumambulation of this entire mountain in Vrindavan. And you can do it in one day. We would sometimes do it in 2 days, part one, part two.
And when I was younger, I used to do it barefooted. I mean, now I couldn't. I mean, I can hardly walk now. But I used to do barefoot, and when I came back, and Gurudev says, you did barefoot? And I said, yes, Gurudev. And he said, oh, Baba, you know, really. And then one time we went to do the Sri Govardhan Puja, and he said, did you finish? And I said, no, I did half. He said, well, then you have to go and take the donkey cart and finish. So then he sent me back to finish the whole parikram to make sure that I did it. And one time, I think Sri Lalita Devi, she knows the story better than I do. I was there very well, much there, but I guess I kind of blanked out some things in the beginning. But Gurudev went to Sri Radhakunda, and I can't remember exactly how the story went, but we got there. And I was in the rickshaw with Sri Lalita, and we were following Gurudev to Sri Radhakunda, and we got out, and it was amazing. We walked to the middle area there, and all of a sudden, everyone started giving Gurudev a donation, and then one would give, and then another, and then everybody, we were just like, at this spot, we were just giving Gurudev donation and everything, and it was so wonderful. We were so enlivened and so ecstatic that we were at Sri Radhakund with Gurudev. And then Gurudev did the inconceivable thing of getting the water from Sri Radhakund and sprinkling it on us. And we were like, unbelievable. It was just too much mercy. And we were in shock and bliss that this mercy came to us by our beloved Gurudev. And we will never forget that, but Sri Lalita can tell the story a little bit better.
Yeah, I was there as
You
well.
were there? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing, we all tried to figure out how to get there, and we were given Lakshmi, and he sprinkled water on us. Another time I missed a place where they got to take bath in the Ganges in Navadvip with Gurudev, but I wasn't there for that. But that was like amazing also. But so many wonderful things in the holy month of Kartik. That was an amazing thing. And just the whole mood of trying to be in the mood of distribution and pushing others forward and giving honor to the Vaishnavas.
Maybe you were there, Vasudha. There was a very funny incident that happened on Govardhan Parikrama with the Russian devotees. And big group of Russian devotees were visiting all the holy places in Vrindavan and Govardhan. And I believe it was Brahmakund. Everyone went to Brahmakunda just to take a little water and put on their heads. But there was some kind of swarm of bees that came, and it just flew into everybody's hair, and people were getting stung, and they all jumped into the Brahmakund to hide from the bees.
Oh my God.
So everyone was like with their cameras and everything, everyone hiding from bees in the kunda. They were forced to go into this kunda.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
I remember Prithu Prabhu was there. Maybe somebody here was there. But some funny things happen sometimes. Were you there when everyone... Was it Brahmakunda? But, when we get into groups and we're, also dealing with the environment that's very friendly and very funny and sometimes playing tricks on us, and so many incidents can happen on our adventures, on our pilgrimages. So, such an auspicious time, and we're just kicking off this month of Kartik and praying for the right mood of service, which is, as Divya Shakti mentioned, Trinadapi Sunichena Tororiva Suhishnana Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari, being humbler than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree, giving honor to others without desiring honor for our own self. We go on in this mood, and then we can properly observe such holy occasions like the holy month of Kartik, the month of Damodar. So many songs we're singing, and special observances, as we mentioned. And if devotees are not in temples, our viewers are also in different parts of the world. They don't always have a temple to go to or an ashram to go to. You observe in your own home the best you can. Increase your devotional life, devotional practice, services. Sing the songs at home. Wake up a little earlier. Do some spiritual practice. Engage the best you can from a distance. Lots of spiritual content from Gurudev and Guru Maharaj, and they're singing the songs, the holy months, Kartik songs. You can hear Srila Gurudev singing Radhe Jaya Jaya, Madhava Daite, Radhikashtava, and so many recordings are there. You can spend your time listening, hearing Shravanam, and that way participating by hearing. Yeah?
Yeah.
So,
anyone have any questions?
we're so blessed to have Divya Shakti Didi here. She's on pilgrimage. She lives in Salt Lake City in Utah, in the United States, where we have a big, beautiful community of devotees led by Sudarshan Prabhu and Nyashi Maharaj and the whole family. And I was very fortunate to visit them all this summer. It was my second stop on my 10-stop, 2-month-long tour.
Yeah.
And I got to spend a good 10 days. And I visited Divya Shakti Didi in her home. Her home is like a temple. She has Radha and Krishna deities. She has Gaurnitai deities, like 2 sets. She has Mahaprabhu and a little area dedicated to Lord Shiva. Just this huge altar. And I got to see how sweetly she's caring for her deities and doing her daily practice, and then going down the street to the temple to cook for the devotees and the deities and engage in the service there. And Salt Lake City is surrounded by beautiful canyons. All sides are surrounded, and devotees are always, when they get a chance, go for beautiful hikes and walks together, and we got a chance to do that together. It's a wonderful place to visit if anyone gets the chance. Get to meet the devotees of Salt Lake City like Divya Shakti Devi and so many others, so many young devotees joining. So it's a very wonderful community, very exemplary. And that's all we can.
It's really beautiful to be here with all of you. Really inspiring, really nourishing to be here and to see Goswami Maharaj. So much affection for him I have, and when I was younger grew up with him in Krishna consciousness. And so many beautiful pastimes. So yeah, it's lovely to be here. And the way this temple is and these deities, I used to, I met with them early in the San Jose. So these deities have some special place in my heart.
In the 80s, right?
Yeah.
1980, 85, 6.
Yeah, actually. And well, later, maybe later than that, maybe a little later. But I was there with them in the 13th Street Temple. Yeah.
That was Goswami Maharaj's original temple in San Jose, California. It was on 13th Street in downtown. And these deities were living there at that time. And they've been on a big adventure and finally came back to Goswami Maharaj here in Gupta Govardhan.
Yeah. And they're beautiful.
Yeah. And Goswami Maharaj prayed they would come back and made this altar just the right size to fit this entire Singhasana.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So all the dimensions were ready, and the prayer was given repeatedly year after year that they would come back to him, and they did.
Yeah. Really beautiful.
Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Jai Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Ganga Jamuna Ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Siddhar Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Bimalavadut Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Bhakti Ranjan Madhusudan Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mata Acharya Vrinda Ki Jai. Nama Acharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Shri Lesi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Kartik Month Ki Jai. Jai Divya Shakti Devi Ki Jai. Jai all the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande.
Srila Bhakti Lalita Devi Ki Jai.
Jai. And today,
Thursday morning.
please sing Hari Harai.
Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Gopala Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudana.
Hari Gopinath Madana Mukhana.
Giri Hari Gopinath Madana Mukhana.
Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra.
Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra.
Radha Saraswati Vasade Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Radha Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Rupa
Chai. Thank you. That was sweet. That's good.